All right. Good morning from Puerto Rico. Good morning, Java. I am in Añasco. Añasco. Right, Mom? Añasco. And this is my little Airbnb. This is another room. This is not my room. But this is a 2-bedroom double fan. This other one I'm gonna show you because there's another room here. And this is, can accommodate up to 6. We have a back door. It goes nowhere. That has potential eventually to build out. Typical bathroom. Nothing fancy. And but you're close to the beach. Kitchen. There's a couple of little things that need to be. I would recommend handling. And here we are. Wow, this sun is amazing. So, here I am. There's a little rent-a-car. And grounds are kept pretty nice. Nothing out of the ordinary. We have the water fills up that it uses. Underneath that is the septic. I don't know if you're allowed to put stuff on the septic slab. I have a friend of mine, Carlos, that lives in the next town over in Rincon. We'll go over there and take a look at the town and get this day started. I'm gonna try to see if getting one video someone edited. All you'll see here is, for an example, me pausing the video right now and then moving it and unpausing it. It looks like a quick edit, but it's not. It's just my phone pausing. But I'm not gonna do that through the whole video because my phone will die, because my phone will be on recording, so, or trying to record, or on the ready, or whatever you call it. But this is the little spot, and that's it. I'm here. Life will give you all the curveballs you want. And if you really want to manifest what you want, you gotta just, yeah, you're right, let it go and move on. Sometimes you have to make quick decisions and allow the decisions to follow through. You can't have fear. If you have fear, you won't get anything done. I was at a crossroad and I wasn't really trying to understand what was really happening. I was just in an observer mentality. When you're gonna drive, I can't just be having full-blown conversations. You can't be showing me things, can't talking from the back seat. It's just getting there, listening to what we have to listen to, and as me practicing being an observer, especially when you're driving right, you gotta zone out. And things went south. It's all right. And I take time to self-reflect, and I still don't understand what happened. They can create whatever they think, but I was the sober one, and things are what they are. So I'm here in beautiful Puerto Rico, and I wanted to do a little extra, but they're not ready. Maybe I'm not ready. Maybe the universe is saying, nah, let's not do that. So in the heat of the moment, I said some things to create new direction. For example, we were heading here, and I basically said, nah, let's not do that, because I wasn't feeling it. If we're not vibing, I'm not going to allow that in my world. Where this building is, I gave it a lot of love, and I rented it for 2 days. There was a couple of plans that were so much better. Couple of plans that we had set up, and when you have an itinerary, you try to follow the itinerary. If the itinerary is not going to work out, you do your own. I had a small one. I was trying to adapt with my surroundings, and I noticed a lack for me, and plans changing a lot. And when I'm in a environment where you have an idea where the plan's going to go, and it keeps changing, it just tells me you're not organized in why you're here. So I was talking to my brother's daughter, and she looks around life, in amazement, because she's 11. But at the end of the day, she's there, and she's an observer, so she's watching and learning, and she has another 9 till she hits 20, and whatever she learns from now until 20, she's going to be landlocked in Brainwash City. We live in a society where we brainwash each other all day. Excuse me, my goodness. But it's beautiful. We brainwash ourselves, and when we brainwash ourselves, we take on perspectives of what we're seeing, what we're thinking. Your brain does not know what's real and what's not real, so whatever you tell it, it'll believe, if you tell it long enough. I have another friend who contacted me, who is now watching these videos. Hello. And people, like I said, people ask me questions. I'm trying to get this. There you go. People ask me, I'm going to sit down. People ask me questions, and there you go. There you go. I could do that. People ask me questions, and I'll do my best to answer it. And as I'll repeat, I'll tell you what I think, and you can do it or not do it. So I can say everything I want to say, and if you take action, great. If you don't take action, you don't take. And it's whatever. But to refer to my friend I was talking to yesterday and today, she's in a crossroad. And sometimes when you're a crossroad, you can't figure out where you're going to go. So my example from yesterday was, when you have a group of people going to a location and you're feeling disrespected, who cares which direction is coming from, when I'm not really saying anything other than I don't understand what is being said. And when I'm a realist, you disrespect me, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get the same level right back to you. I'm very mentally strong. I have a good wit. I can tear down people, but I choose not to. I am trying to use my mind for good. When you have power of thought, where you can see things happening. You choose to mentally respect because you're a multi-dimensional being. You may be thinking whatever you're thinking, but think about it. Think about it. Where is that coming from? Where is that thought coming from? That thought is coming from another parallel version of you living in that now, whether you're young, old, or however you're thinking of, whatever you're thinking. You're just tapping into that consciousness of a reality. And the more you tap into that, the more it gets closer to you. And then it merges with you, and then you are it. And you now are in that dimension. So when you can see where you are, even if you don't know where you are, start shining some light. Literally, like turn on the lights in your house. If it's dark, put light in that area and see if it needs some cleaning. Do house cleaning. And when the house is clean, do a mental cleaning. And when that's clean, then do, I had to brainwash myself. Sorry, I woke up, man. When I do, it is a little past 7:30 here in Puerto Rico. And wow, it is. I went outside with you and I'm ready to go. But I'm going to take time to finish this. My friend has an opportunity to manifest, and we did a manifest a couple days ago. I said, you got to do it small. She did it, and she saw great results. It was for a SP, special person, and she didn't know what to do. And I suggested, from my personal experience, do this. Very simple. She did it, and she told me how great the experience was. Her SP is a individual who has been hurt. Everyone's been hurt. Maybe she'll share this video with this individual. She cares about you, and she's scared. And but she's super strong. She's strong. She's super strong. And we have people in this world that can't see how to work, and we use our own mental prison. And the prisons are our, hey, do you want to go across the street and ask this girl out on a date? The mental prison's like, oh, I can't do that. I don't know what to say. What if she says no? What happens if I go over there and she got a boyfriend and he's big and he's came out of prison? He's like, man, I just got here one day and I'll tell you one thing. What I just said is real in another reality, where you do go up there and say, hey, this big monster. Monster. Bro, what you doing talking to my girl? You want to fight? You want to go outside? The point is, man, that is reality. Fifth dimensional reality is there is no such thing as time. Even though I'm looking at a timer, it's a tracker. And how do you track anything? You have to put it on a grid. How do you do the grid? You have to have links, and it has to have a flow. And can you divert from the flow? Well, that's where your thought goes. Your thought diverts from the flow. And if you can harness the thought, which is another reality of a dimension that you're thinking that doesn't exist, but it's being created because you thought of it. And when you stop thinking of it, sorry, you put a seed out there, whether it's good or bad. So, the lost knowledge is think always good. I mean, think about it. If you could re-brainwash yourself with all of these motivational audio, step 1. Step 2, start writing down what you're hearing and really The journal does one thing that I love. When I'm listening to a video, right, I go and I start writing. Write down, if you're watching, anybody watching these videos, just take a second, stop, go to the comments and say, I am here. Even if it's 15 people, if it's 5 people or 1. Just go to the comment and just say hi. Something. I'm listening. I've been watching all your videos. Whatever you want to write. And once you do something like that, it changes the whole dynamic of this channel, because now YouTube is going to basically, I'm going to do it in a cutscene. Let's see if I can do it. Is going to do this. It's going to turn around and go, oh, what's going on over there? That's YouTube. Think about it. If a computer has to create a relatable grid that can be mashable, videos here, different topics, all sent in the same time, but they're going to be seen different times. Think like that. 5th dimensional. Where am I looking at? I keep looking over here, but I'm supposed to look over here because that's where the camera is. So when you can identify your thought, when you're thinking, you're creating a reality somewhere else. So create the best reality you want. Like the movie What Dreams May Come. That's a great example. And when Goody Jr. was talking with Robin Williams, the bird and the poop, and he's like, I didn't do that. And he's like, yeah, I did. And he's like, why would you do that? He goes, well, you know, when you have 2 people in each other's world, we can play around. And that is reality. Earth is everybody in heaven playing around, not knowing they can make it. Everything we think of, we make. Think about that. We're making things from molecules and, you know, molding atoms into shapes and then adding electrical components and making. You'd be surprised when you can see in 5th dimensional, you could stay there. The Earth is already here. You know, I walk outside, the sun's brighter, you know, I'm asking for things and I'm getting it within days. And here's the thing. I'm asking for things, and when the universe shifts me from one reality to another to get there, I complain. I'm like, why is this happening? Why is there Because the universe is saying, you need to go a different direction to notice something, to keep the faster you want to get to a new dimension, transurfing, it's not time. You are basically jumping thought, and you're pulling the physical entity to that dimension of, and there's bubbles. I don't notice anything outside this building, and I'm gonna well, in my visual. So I'm gonna take the camera and I'm gonna pan it around slowly so you can see what I'm talking about. So right now I'm in this room and I see all these, you know, this is my perspective sitting here on this sofa, and everything outside, you know, from what I see from this window, I can see a roof, and then I can see another building over there and trees. I look out here, you know, through the screen, and I can see a silhouette of outside in a building. That's what my brain consciousness projects for me to see and say, okay, but it's not really there. Everything outside that, you guys, it's not there. It's your energy. in passive mode. So for all my tech nerds, think of it this way. And it sounds like the movie The Matrix and computers, you plugged in, jacked, and bullshit. But if you can, the reason why The Matrix was a good red pill is because if you can mentally picture us plugged into a thing, we are sharing. But when the concept of our thoughts are projected outward, we're looking at it subjectively, and our thoughts, your mind is talking all the time. A lot of people have been telling me, oh yeah, it doesn't. That is, you got to learn how to tame it. You got to learn how to tame that voice, and this body has to learn how to not let it pop out as much. Selective. So I'm going to go out. This is my Morning Java Puerto Rico edition. And I'm going to try to fly my drone. And I'm not going to fly it for long. I'm going to do a couple of up and down turnarounds. They're going to be jerky because the drone I have is just for practice. It's not a it's good enough. It's a 1080p drone that can go to 4,000 feet, almost a mile. And once I can get a habit of controlling it a lot better, I'm going to invest in a better drone that has the gimbal, so when it's moving, it looks level. So you'll see this like this a little bit, but it won't be like, like how it does right now. So I know I go through a lot of little stories in my videos, so just hang in there when you're listening, and that's why I say, utilize the comment section for the timestamp. Put a timestamp saying, hey, you were talking about me. And, or not. Right, Freddie? I'm talking about you, man. So I have more and more people really paying attention to me, and I'm very honored. I'm not a guru. I just see things my way. And if you ask me a question, I'm going to interpret it the way I can see it. Either you take all of it or none of it or some of it. And that's okay, because they're seed nuggets. They're seed nuggets, and I give them away, with love and light. And I just want to, it's like Elon Musk. He just wants to see it done. We're not here playing around anymore. So I'm trying to communicate to my tribe, to my people, to people who want to listen and partake. And I don't need 1 million people, or I want my 144,000 people dedicated, listening and learning. And if we say, hey, we're moving to a city, we can all go there and create the most magnificent thought process of life. And that's it. I don't hate anybody. Sometimes I just brush it off and I listen and learn. I listen to a family. I listen to hardship. I listen to... There's so much going on in the world. I don't watch the news because I can feel it around the people. So when I see people, I give them a good, positive, high energy vibe. Sometimes it's too much, they can't handle it. And you know what? Maybe that's what's going on with you. When you're there with a high vibe and they're like, why are you just go like this. I'm happy. I'm enjoying life. Why are you not enjoying life? And that's it. So happy morning, Java from Puerto Rico. And thank you very much for being a part of this channel. I see more things coming, and I'm going to take you guys with me. We're here in Puerto Rico, and I'm going to take all these videos and I'm going to make it into a really cool hodgepodge of stuff, and go from there. So the next video you'll see from me will be somewhere out there. All right, guys, enjoy your coffee. This is my second cup. Bustelo. This is Dave signing off, guys. But we're not gone. We're going to be right back probably in a couple hours. I have a full charge on my phone. I've got more things charging. I'm getting better at it. All right, guys. Love you all. Thank you so much. Watching it to the end. Sometimes, listen, you don't have to watch the video. Just listen. Just play it, listen. Share the video. When you share it, I'm here in Puerto Rico. I'm getting ads because someone showed me my cousin. And now I'm getting a lot of Spanish stuff. So it's proof that the algorithm, if you, everyone who's watching this, share it, like it, comment, I'm going to see your stuff. And people who are around you and who you communicate are going to see my stuff. Right? Let's see how this is. So let's go out there and kick some butt. I'm working on the cursing too, because my family is like, man, you really, because you know what, man, you talk to me and I'm passionate. I'll drop some F-bombs and be like, why the F, it's just like water. And drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water. I'm going to do my yoga. I'm going to do my routine. I'm going to ground. I'm going to try to record. And live life. Live life. Thanks, guys.